Hey, what's up guys? It's Cypher. If you're watching this video and you're not currently subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. Today, we are going to be talking about nades. Nades are very, very popular in Fortnite Chapter 2, and knowing how to utilize them as a solo player or as a group is extremely important for your success in both casual and competitive games. So there was a map that was created by RFXLocks. Shout out to him for creating this map. And this is the perfect map to practice your nades. Now, of course, you don't really need a map to practice your nades. You can just practice them in creative by yourself, but having this already pre-built and having the values already put via text is very nice. So what you're gonna do is, there's these numbers, right? These values. Let's go over here. My favorite range to throw is from 63 meters, 60 to 65 meters. That's my favorite range to throw. So it's about right over here. This is 60, let's see, let me mark this, about 62 meters. I just find it's the easiest and most consistent, but if I'm going to start practicing using this map, and I'll be able to kind of have other ranges where it's just as easy. But what you do to nade people in this season and in previous seasons is you're gonna mark them so you know exactly how far away they are compared to you. So when you put a marker on their builds, front of their builds, right here, 60 meters, depending on where you're standing, it's going to adjust. But basically, it says 62 to 70 meters. So from 62 to 70, if you're aiming at a 1x1 or even a built up two-story 1x1, you're going to want to aim 90%. This scares a lot of people. What is 90%? You see this blue cylinder, right? So it's very confusing, and honestly, I don't even like the idea of having these 90% numbers, because realistically, there is no percentage on this blue bar. The best way to figure out how to throw these nades is to actually get in creative and practice aiming based off of where you think 90% is. And if something works for you, you see the circle, right? For me, 90% is right about here. This is 90% of the cylinder. So I'm gonna go at 65 meters and I'm gonna throw a couple nades at 90% at that base. So right there, that would have absolutely destroyed anybody on the first or second floor. And that was a perfect example of what 90% is for me. Now, what you need to do is you need to get in game. You need to mark this build and figure out how high you want to aim. This is how high I'm aiming to get the nades on them. And right there, it just completely destroys the entire structure. So you can go through all these distances and values and try to figure out what works, and then constantly get some repetition in. The more repetition you get in, the easier it's going to be for you to pull this off in game, because in the middle of the game you're going to want to be very quick. You don't have time to set up and start pulling out a chart and looking at pictures and whatnot. There are charts available that kind of show you the values, but realistically, if you want to be successful with this in game, you got to know how to do this on the fly. And the best way to do that is to get into this creative map by RFXLocks and practice, or create your own map and practice with some of these values. And I'm going to show you some of the other values right here. There is a if you're throwing down from the top bottom, so if you're built up and there's somebody in a 1x1 from a distance, this is other practice from top down. And then there's 4 stories high, 3 stories high, close, far away, all that good stuff. So right here, for example, this is going to be 72, 79, 85. This is about the same, 85. So let's say this was 90 for me, right? This was 90. 85, I'm just going to say this is 85. And let's just throw one nade and test it out and see how close that is. So that looked like it blew up right over the top. Might be a little bit lower than that. Let's try throwing a little bit of a lower nade. That also looked good too. So let's throw a couple more from where we threw on the lower side. This is 85. And it looks like it's blowing up right on the opposite side of that wall. So anybody in there would have still gotten hit. But just to make sure, we're going to aim a little bit higher than 85 and see if we can hit, or what we initially thought was 85. See if we can hit this front wall. Let's assume we want to hit that front wall. So we're at 74 meters, 85%. Let's look a little higher. Throw that one nade. Nope. Maybe even more higher. Yep. So the higher you're aiming with the nade, the closer the nade's going to explode, but also the higher the nade could explode in the air. And the lower you're aiming, the further it's going to go. So you just want to know that when you're trying to make some micro adjustments. Sometimes you want to throw one nade just to test it, and then you throw multiple nades. Like once you get a full understanding of where your nades are going, you can throw multiple to get that structure broken. So this is what you want to do, guys. Go in here, practice all the ranges. The sweet spot for me is 60 to 65 meters because that 90% is very consistent for me. I can pretty much hit any 1, 2, sometimes even 3-story building with that range. This is, let me see, this is a 64. Yeah, so 65 meters. 60, 64 doesn't really matter. I look up at 90%, throw my 3 nades. Bang, bang, bang. That would have killed anybody in there. Of course, they can build and react. If you're a solo player, they can build and react. A lot of times, though, I do catch people off guard because they don't have a roof. But as a team, if you guys time this properly, which is what's happening right now, there's really good teams who are timing their nades properly. If you time it down, you go 1, 2, 3, go. You all are in a 1-by-1. You're throwing it against another team. It will instantly die because 3 or 4 nades exploding at the same time is uncounterable. They have to move out of the way, or they have to predict that you're doing that. So get in here, get practicing, perfect your perfect nade. Guys, I pull this off in solos all the time. You don't need a team to pull this off. I see people camping in a 1-by-1. As I'm approaching them, I get to 65 meters. I'm approaching them, and then I immediately just start chunking nades. These 2 nades are going to go off while I'm running at them. Boom, boom. Like that could potentially hit them or crack them or even kill them before you even get to them. And you want to be able to quickly do this. You don't want to have to pull out a chart and a ruler. Quickly figure it out. Get in there, get practicing. Like the video and enjoy the rest of the content. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and the second channel. Thank you guys very much. Jeez, man. Oh, it's your boy. Oh, it's not. Oh, it is. A little feisty. It's me. So on your screen, I had a default skin. Boom goes the dynamite. It's crazy. I didn't even need to throw the other ones. I just did them for like. No, you just got double tapped, bro. You just get double tapped. Easiest kill of my life. Bro, you're hiding on the roof. What are you doing? I will take you freaking fricks. You serious, bro? Dumpstered. How did that trap not kill him? He had like 5 health left after that trap. Brother, what's the point of building up? Dude, I just... Can we stop cranking for just 5 seconds? Goodness gracious, man. I hate fighting players like that. I hate it. What a waste of mats. Look at all these mats. Play too much creative, you forget that there's a mat count and it's not unlimited materials. All right, I gotta W key somebody and take their mats. I'm done farming. That's it. He went for the snipe too. It's crazy. Oh, my mats. Oh, my Lanta. What in the world were you doing with all these mats? Come here. Not a single build. I'm telling you, he went for the headshot snipe. He literally pulled out a sniper, scoped in, and died before he could shoot. I guarantee you if he shot that snipe, he would have killed me. My man was lining it up. 12 people alive. That's actually a lot of people just slaying the game. Usually there's 6 people by now, or 5. Well, the game's done. He's still sitting above me. That was an AI. The hats have been an AI. That guy AI too? There's people trying to third party. If I crank too hard, we're just gonna get shot down. Oh, you're frustrating me. We're getting shot out, are we not? I gotta not mess that edit up. I mess it up way too much. I feel like I'm just messing up the edit over and over today. It's frustrating me. I hate when they do that. It's so cheeky. Like it's so good, but it's so annoying as well. I'm sad. I'm sad. All my mats are gone. Worthless build fights that amount to nothing. Dude, it's the fish lies to me. This girl again. You're so annoying. Like you do nothing. You do nothing. You sit on the high ground and do nothing. Every single time we fight. You've done no pressure besides shooting with your P90 from the top. And every time I build up, you just build up higher. And we're held up by like 2 things. So if anybody was smart, they would just shoot us out. I'm gonna pretend to build up higher, and then you're gonna build up higher, and then I'm actually gonna drop down and shoot you out. I'm running out of patience for this chick. I'm running out of patience. Get freaking laser beamed. This guy's building up too. Frustrating, man.